The Charlie Bahama Show. Yeah.
Hey, it's your boy Charlie Bahama and welcome to the Charlie Bahama Show. This is an exciting show. That's why I'm working out right now. I'm getting ready because we have our very own golden girl, Pauline Davis. That's right. 2 gold time medalists right here on the show. We're going to be talking to her about the Olympics and also her new book, Running Sideways. That's right. We're going to talk to the author as well, okay? So I got to get back to working out because I'm going to race her. She doesn't know it yet. That's why I told her to wear high heels. So I think I'll beat her, okay? So come on back. Come on, geez, pick it up, pick it up. The Charlie Bahama Show is brought to you by KFC. Ignite your senses with the exciting flavors of KFC. And brought to you by Superwash, where they washes you, dries you, presses you 24/7. And brought to you by Havana Tour Bahamas, your Cuba specialist. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back.
The new KFC nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
Hey, it's your boy Charlie Bahama here at Superwash. And you know how Superwash always have the latest and greatest model of washer and dryer? Well, they thought it's about time they get the latest supermodel as well.
Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Charlie Banana.
Just because Superwash always changing and upgrading their machines, I mean they gotta change those folks, but
They got the newest washer and dryer, and they always upgrading all their locations.
and these 2 models, they ain't gotta change. Superwash, they washes you, cleans you, presses you 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and we are here in our Bahamas studio here at Bahamas Local. And it's apropos that we're here. I'm here with T.R. Todd, and I guess we would say this is where it all began, our relationship of books and films.
There was a certain individual here that introduced us
Yes.
and set this whole thing in motion. For
Yeah,
sure.
Jason McDowell from Bahamas Local. He is Mr. Bahamas Local. And yeah, he was the one who hooked us up way back. I mean, how long is it, like 10 years, 11 years?
I would say
More.
10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
something in that range. But I remember, yeah, because it was a phone call to Jason, and I said, Jason, I'm thinking about making this movie about swimming pigs. And I said, but I don't know who to ask. Who should be hired to do this? And he says, well, I know a guy, you know, Charlie something or other, you know, and Mr. Charlie Smith, and that was the introduction. And as we know, the rest is history.
Yeah. And I did not know somebody you could use, so I decided to do it myself. But the first film was actually When Pigs Swim, short. And that was a short film that just caused this buzz going all around the world. Social media came,
Yeah.
you know, the LeBron Jameses, the Kardashians, all these
I think it has
folks.
6 million views last time I checked.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got a few.
If only we could get anything from that, like even a half a penny, we get nothing. So then, because it blew up, you did a book, Pigs of Paradise, and we did the full-length film, which is now out on Amazon Prime
right,
Video.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anybody in the world watching this can go to Amazon Prime Video and search up Pigs of Paradise, and you can watch the film. You can rent it or buy it or whatever. So it's a good time for,
It's a
you know.
it's a very memorable time in my life, I'll tell you that much.
So that is the first one. So go, and I'll put all the info underneath. So, you know, the sort of where you can go to Amazon or Prime Video to watch this. But then this grew into this, and this is why you're here also, because later in the show, I'm gonna have Pauline Davis, our golden girl, one of our golden girls, on the show. So I'm gonna race her, you know, later on today.
That'd be good.
It would be funny.
Yeah.
She'll probably, she's going backwards, you know, she'll run backwards.
Or sideways.
Aha, good segue. You should be a writer. And this is your next book, Running Sideways. So tell us about that book.
Yeah, so I, you know, we started this this charity marathon in Exuma. We're going to our 9th year now this November, and we were looking for a patron, somebody to kind of just be that figurehead and come in and, you know, encourage everybody and put medals around their heads as they come over the finish line. And that's when I first met Pauline Davis 9 years ago. And I knew of her. In fact, when I used to work at The Guardian way back when, I remember seeing her in the newsroom. And I have a very distinctive memory of that because I remember she was so upset because, do you remember that time someone stole her medals? Did you ever
Yeah,
see that?
I
Someone
heard
broke
about
into her
that.
home and stole her medals. She was so upset. And I
I
remember,
put them back soon as they. No, wasn't it?
anyway, yeah, so I remember seeing her there, but I didn't know her as a person. So she started coming to our races. I knew she was a double gold medalist. I knew she was an extraordinary person. But I didn't know that much about her, you know? I didn't know her entire backstory. And then I remember, I think it was like our fifth or sixth Pompeii, so I guess that would have been like 2 or 3 years ago. She first kind of mentioned, oh, Jeff, you need to write my book. I didn't realize what an incredible life she had. And you know the expression stranger than fiction?
Yeah.
That is Pauline Davis. Her life is strange. I know that I'm a little biased in this regard, but this could easily be a Netflix film or a miniseries documentary. I mean, just the manner in which she grew up in Baintown, you know, just the humble origins that she came from, the incredible adversity that she experienced through her whole life. It's unbelievable. There's no part of her life that is just a straight line. Her life is like this, which is partly why I named it Running Sideways. It was partly because she used to get water every day from the government pipe over in Baintown, and she was carrying these buckets of water, and unfortunately the government tap was a bit of a haunt for young boys looking to trap young ladies, that kind of thing. And so she was always really fearful of going there, and she would get the water, and this is how the book kicks off. It kind of explains this, but she would have to run back to her house with these full buckets of water, but in order to not spill any of the water, she would have to crook herself to the side and hold it in a certain way, and not manage to spill a drop, but sprint all the way home. And can you imagine sprinting so fast with full buckets of water? Great training, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so she that actually contorted her body when she learned to run just recreationally in Government House barefoot. And she was discovered on this grainy videotape running at a very awkward stance, in a very awkward way. And Coach Wisdom discovered her, and you know, it's so many beautiful details in the book. But you know, in the early morning hours of Goodman Bay, he would take her out there, and he would take her away from the other athletes so she wouldn't be embarrassed. And he would tie his necktie around here and teach her how to run, because he would have to do one arm at a time to kind of teach her form. So the book is partly Running Sideways because of how she was discovered in that distinctive aspect, but also her life was not a straight line. You know, she's had so much adversity in her life, everything from you know, Baintown, growing up with no running water, electricity, her family, some of the issues she's had with her own federation with track and field, all the way up to Marion Jones and having to wait 10 years to receive her gold medal. Like it's a great story, and it kind of also gets capped off. We were very lucky to have Laura Sebastian Coe, who's the president of World Athletics, write our foreword, and you know, unbelievable figure in the world of track and field, and yeah, she was the first woman of color to be on the World Athletics Council. So she shattered ceilings both for the Bahamas, for the Caribbean, but then also globally.
The world, yeah. Wow, great. So there's so much you guys can do. You can still buy Pigs of Paradise, the book. You can go to Amazon and watch Pigs of Paradise, the film. That I directed, by the way. He wrote the book, I directed the film. I don't know if we said that. And now, Running Sideways, you can get that also, Pauline Davis's story. We're going to talk with Pauline later on in the show, who's much more interesting and beautiful than T.R. Todd is. And I guess soon we got to do Running Sideways, the film. That's what we got to do.
It's begging for it.
Let's put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put it out there. So I feel this is our coffee clutch or our coffee talk. We have books, so you have to have coffee when it's books.
I like it. You know what? And it's been a wonderful adventure with Mr. Charles Smith. Yeah, it's
Charlie Bahama now.
Charlie Bahama.
Charlie Bahama.
You'll always be Charlie Smith.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, I won't say what your real name is, just in case people are looking for you with, bill payers or whatever. We'll stick with
all
TR
the
Talk.
stalkers, man. Yeah.
All the stalkers. Yeah. So anyway, go out there. Pick up the books, watch the film, and come on back. More Charlie Bahama with Pauline Davis next. All right? If you want more Charlie Bahama, go to any of our social media pages or subscribe to the Charlie Bahama YouTube page. Have you ever dreamed about visiting the beautiful island of Cuba? Havana Tour Bahamas is your passport to adventure, beauty, culture, and history with direct flights from Nassau to Cuba. Whether it's for medical travel, weddings, or vacation, Havana Tour Bahamas arranges everything from car rentals to hotels, apartments, or tours in your language. Explore the old city of Havana, historic Santiago de Cuba, or the beaches of Varadero. See how the world-famous Cuban cigars and rum are made. Havana Tour Bahamas, the one and only Cuba specialist. Contact Havana Tour Bahamas and start your Cuba adventure today. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. And we had the writer of Running Sideways, and now we have the star of Running Sideways, Pauline Davis. Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you on the show again. Now, this is the first time on Charlie Bahama, but
Yes.
way back in the day, I had you on Electric Air.
Yes.
Where I had all the Golden Girls, because you are a Golden Girl as well as an individual gold medalist. But back then, I had to erase the tape because I beat you all so bad. I just didn't,
we didn't want the rest of the world to see that.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I was so far ahead. Oh man, it was unbelievable. And of course, nobody will believe that. But now we're talking to you again because of this amazing book, and your story is amazing. So obviously, people can go out there and buy this book. But let's talk about the beginning. Like, what made you? Like, what do you think made you a runner? Like, why were you a runner? And we know it's in the book, but you tell us now.
I truly believe, Charlie, that I was born to run because as a young girl growing up in Baintown, I ran everywhere. All the neighbors knew me. They hear somebody run, they always say, "Oh, there go Pauline." And so I was a child that I just ran everywhere. I ran to the grocery store. We run behind Hearst, going to Old Trail Cemetery. Sometimes we skate, but as a kid growing up in Bahamas back then, you were just so allowed to just go all over the place. We used to travel a lot just to pick fruits, whether it was mango or sapodilli or sugar apple.
Wait, so maybe that was how you ran so fast. You used to steal people's fruit and then you had to run fast, eh? That's what was me. But I still couldn't run fast, so I always used to get a catch.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's amazing. So growing up in Baintown, so tell me a little bit about that.
Oh gosh, it was a great time. I felt so loved as a child. The community took care of everyone. And back then, Charlie, as you would know, if you did something wrong, anyone could beat you, as long as they were an adult. And listen here, they tell you go get that tambourine switch. And when I had to go get that tambourine switch, boy, I didn't run that. I take my time and do a slow walk to get that tambourine switch. And when I get there, I look at that tambourine switch, I decipher, okay, which one switch I gonna get? You can't get one too big, Charlie. You can't get one too small. You gotta be smack in the middle.
Right.
And so that's what I had to do back then.
That's funny because they know you could run. They say, now I know she could run faster than I. Where does tambourine switch? That is funny. That is something else. So now all the way through, I mean, how did you get to the Olympics from that? I mean, tell me a little bit about, I guess the schooling to get to that, because, I used to run. A lot of people used to run, but nobody could run like you and the other four girls. So what was it like? What the training that you had to go through to get there?
Well, once Coach Neville Wisdom, calling my coach Dad, discovered me, and I started training. And then I saw a movie about Wilma Rudolph. And I was watching this movie about Wilma Rudolph, a double Olympic champion, and how she had polio. And in the movie, they kind of showed how she started, and then one day, some guys were running behind her, and she took off running. The next thing, everything fell off of her, and she ran all the way to the Olympics and won 2 Olympic gold medals. And I was just in complete awe. I was like staring at the video, and I was like, wow. So wait a minute, she had polio, she had all that stuff on her legs, and she became a double Olympic champion. I said, I love to run. I can do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was inspired by her. Never met her, but I was inspired by her.
Wow, that's amazing. And now this book is very, obviously we know you won the gold, and we all know that you ran, so fast, and, but there's a lot of obstacles you went through as well. Tell us some of those and how you think you were able to get through that.
First of all, being brought up in a Christian nation, back then, of course, the Bahamas was extremely religious, so we believed in God. And then, like I said, I had a lot of people that just supported me as a child. I wasn't their child, but I was their child. You know what I go,
Yeah,
Charlie?
yeah.
Okay. So I just started dreaming that I can do this. For whatever reason, I just always believe in myself. I have this, what would I want to use? I'm a little psychic. Is that, I don't know if that's a good word to use, but I always sensed and felt and feel that I was going to win this Olympic gold medal. Wow. I just always did. I can't really truly explain it, but in my heart and in my soul and every muscle that's in my body, I always felt I was going to win this Olympic medal. And people who knew me back then will tell you, I always talk about going to win this Olympic medal. And several of the coaches will say, she need to go sit herself down talking foolishness. She ain't gonna win no Olympic gold medal. And I'm saying to myself, well, my Rudolph did, so I can do it too. And I'm able-bodied. That's what I was thinking, you know?
Wow. And talking about it, we forget you have the medal here. Now, this is the People's Medal.
Yeah, this one don't belong to me, Charlie. This is the People's Medal. This is the,
Sydney 2000.
Yeah, this is Sydney 2000
Gold.
medal. And this is the People's Medal. This is the Bahamian People's Medal. Because Charlie, when I was going through a lot of my ups and my down and my depression at different times, I'm saying to you, the Bahamian people used to just show me so much love. I remember this one time I went to the shop and went to try to get something to eat. And this lady, she just put her hand on my shoulders and she's like, oh God, this stroller carry a lot of burden, eh? And Charlie, in the middle of the restaurant, full with people, I just bust out crying.
Wow.
And I just was crying and crying and crying, uncontrollable. I just couldn't stop crying. And she just prayed for me right there and then. And I've met so many people who tell me how much they love me, how they support me, they're proud of me. And I call them my extraordinary Bahamians.
Right.
So that's why this is the People's Medal. It's for them. It's
Wow.
for their love. It's for their support. It's for them just being there for me. Some of them probably didn't even recognize what I was going through, the mental stress I was dealing with my federation, and just being a girl. You know, just being a girl wasn't easy. And I'm talking, they say talking foolish, I go with this Olympic medal, but it just wasn't easy because, of course, girls back then. I remember when I was in college and I had to go to the U.S. Embassy to renew my visa, and they came to get me, right? Because it was prearranged. And this one lady, I mean, there was a long line at 5-something in the morning. And as I was coming back talking to the U.S. person, she just decided she's gonna call me out. And she tell me, she was like, oh, we've been standing here. You just waltzed in here. You just got all your stuff and you're out of here with your man-looking self. That's what she said. Because remember back then, Charlie, Bahamian women never exercise, you know. They never used to exercise, so it was very unusual to see someone like
Fit
me.
and looking good.
Fit and looking good. So back then, in here in this stadium, we would be fit and looking good. But once we go through those gates, we have to put something on to cover ourselves up. That was the Bahamas back then. Now
Wow.
things have totally changed.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And as you can see, you all want to read this book. You all want to get this book. So we'll be back with more of Pauline. The Charlie Bahama Show is brought to you by KFC. Ignite your senses with the exciting flavors of KFC. And brought to you by Superwash, where they washes you, dries you, presses you 24/7. And brought to you by Havana Tour Bahamas, your Cuba specialist. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Hey, it's your boy Charlie Bahama here at Superwash. And you know how Superwash always have the latest and greatest model of washer and dryer? Well, they thought it's about time they get the latest supermodel as well.
Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Charlie Banana.
Just because Superwash always changing and upgrading their machines, I mean they gotta change those spokes, but
They got the newest washer and dryer, and they're always upgrading all their locations.
and these two models, they ain't gotta change. Superwash, they wash you, cleans you, process you 24/7.
Well, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show here with Pauline Davis, our golden girl. Now, we were talking about the book. Now, you won 2 awards. eh?
Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, I was in complete shock at first. I thought it was fake news when I heard the news. And then once I found out it wasn't fake news, I was beside myself. And I said, oh my God, this little barefoot gal from Bentown. has written this book and it's gone to the world, and now I'm getting this international award, and I was truly excited, Charlie.
Right.
Very excited.
I mean,
yeah.
the book won an award, and also so tell people where they can get the book from, also, or if you know, and then I'll put up underneath, you know, so people can see where they can get this book from. Obviously, you can get it from around the world. I think on Amazon
And Instagram.
and Instagram, and then here in the Bahamas, people can go to your Facebook and.
They go to my Facebook page and also my Instagram page, and they'll be able to order the book.
Yeah, I'll put all that up underneath because this is amazing. You know what I'm going to do? What? I'm taking a risk now. I'm just going to open it up and read. As the quarterback of the most legendary college football team in America, I don't think he was accustomed to rejection. Oh, that sounds juicy. That sounds juicy. I always find a juicy one. Oh, that sounds juicy, boy. Y'all gonna want to see this. That's page 102, okay? So as soon as you buy the book, get to 102. Because it sounds like somebody had the hots and you say, excuse me, no. You don't know he was dealing with one Bahamian, eh? What? Oh, Lord, this is juicy. And you got pictures. So this is an awesome book. So that's amazing. People get to read that and read your story. So I think because, you know, me and T.R. Todd, we've done films together. I think the next step is for us to do the film. Running Sideways film. I could see it now.
Yeah, it would be great to see my story on Netflix.
Yeah, for sure.
It would be amazing. Oh, Bahama-amazing. I'll be seeing the Bahamas.
Yeah, wow, this is great. Well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to another break, and then we'll come back, and then we're gonna go out on the track. But don't worry, I see you have your high heels
stilettos,
on.
yes, my
but the
stilettos.
unfortunate thing is, you could probably run backwards in stilettos and still beat me, you know, and me having a halfway down the track lead on you. But we'll be back, more Charlie Bahama right after this. Boy, this juicy. The Charlie Bahama Show is brought to you by KFC. Ignite your senses with the exciting flavors of KFC. And brought to you by Superwash, where they washes you, dries you, presses you 24/7. If you want more Charlie Bahama, go to any of our social media pages or subscribe to the Charlie Bahama YouTube page.
The new KFC nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and I am here with Pauline again, our golden girl. Now, Pauline, this is the track where things was happening with you, right? So
Yeah.
tell us about this. This track means a lot to you.
It means so much, and a lot of things happen here. So I'm going to go back to 1984. I was a high school senior, and the Bahamas was hosting the Carifta Games. And basically, Charlie, the Carifta Games are won by the amount of gold medals you win.
Right.
But going into the final, Bahamas and Jamaica were tied for golds. And Coach Wisdom and Mr. Tommy Robertson, who the stadium is named after, they threw up a Hail Mary. They came. I was sitting over there in the stand with my other teammates, waiting, getting all excited, waiting for the athletes to come out and run. And then one of the coaches came and said, "Davis, come here." And so I came down. He's like, "Go get your stuff. You're running." I was like, I went into like a stiff jacket, like, "What? You're running?" I'm like, "But I haven't even warmed up." I said, "So Charlie, I was just running back and forth right here. Like, that's only about 30 meters back and forth, back and forth.
Warming up, right?
Warming up as quick as I can." And then the next thing I know, Mr. Robertson and my coach, Mr. Neville, was trying to decipher which leg they're going to let me run, right? So then they decided, no, we're going to let Pauline anchor. By the time I get that baton, the other runners was over there by the 200-meter line. And all I remember is receiving the baton. I don't remember anything else after that, other than waking up at the finishing line and having a whole bunch of people on top of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was like baton and gone.
Baton and
gone.
And whenever I see that tape, Charlie, it doesn't seem like me. I have no recollection of running that race.
Wow.
At all. I guess I was having an out-of-body experience, and I can't even explain how I was able to do that. And so the Bahamas, we won the Carifta game, and I won the Austin Seeley Award for most outstanding athlete.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, I just gave Mr. Austin Seeley his award in Budapest with the first sticker on it that says International Award winner.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, I still, the same thing when you all did the relay and you all won the gold for the relay, you know, it's just that you feel that, you know, you watch that and you just get goosebumps every time you watch it, even though you know it's going to end, you know? I guess even when you watch that tape, you still go, am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? Even though you know how it ends.
Yes, yes.
Right? Oh.
But I could tell you, we always knew that every single living, breathing Bahamian was going to be up. No matter what color they called themselves, we know that they were going to be up. No matter what time it was, they were going to be watching. And this was our opportunity to shine and to let our country shine. And especially the Americans, they love to call the Bahamas the pimple on the butt. But on that day, in Sydney, Australia in 2000, the pimple had her say.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Well, let me tell you something. This has been a special day for me. I mean, it's good to be with you again. And, you know, I was warming up all morning long and, you know, stretching and stretching and that kind of thing, you know, but I didn't, you know, you have the high heels on, so, you know.
Yeah, I'm wearing my stilettos today, stilettos today.
You know, because I would have, you know, raced you and thing like that, but I just want to thank you for coming on the show, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and, you know, we always have to, you know, big up our heroes, our Bahamian heroes, and, you know, we'll continue to do that. And remember, when we're not on, you can always go to charliebahama.com or all our socials at Charlie Bahama, Insta, Threads, and also Charlie Bahama, the YouTube channel, because you could see past episodes. You could see this episode over and over and over, and people all around the world, because you got people all around the world knowing and loving you.
Yes, yes. I've been to 177 countries, Charlie.
Wow, and we only got 176 countries in the world. No, I'm just kidding.
190 something.
Wow. Well, yeah, I don't know nothing about my geography is almost as bad as my maths. So, you know. But anyway, it's been such a pleasure for you, and like I would race you, you know, but first one to the finish line wins. Bye.
See you, Charlie.
Charlie Bahama Show. 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 Charlie Bahama Show.
Yeah.